Morning, everybody. Day out taking a walk in the back paddock here, trying to see what my dogs keep barking at practically all night long. Their main line of defense is to bark and to chase away and to scare away predators. So I'm gonna check outside the fence line, see if there are any tracks, and I'll see if there's any tracks on the inside as well, but that might be kind of hard to differentiate because it's snow's kind of melted and it's all messed up. Anyhow, hey, it is Testy Tuesday. You know, and during Testy Tuesday, just take a quiz. What's the quiz we're going to have today? Well, I'll give you a bit of a hint. It comes from the Old Testament, toward the beginning of the Old Testament. And that's as far as I'm going to go. Talking about a person who actually at sometime way in the future shows up with Jesus on a mountaintop. Who is that person? Is it Samuel? Is it Jacob? Is it Isaiah? Is it Moses? Who shows up there? Which one of those? Oh, I can give you 10 more too to guess from, but guess from one of those 4. Jacob, Isaiah, Moses, and who else did I throw in there? Jacob. I already said that, right? Anyhow, the correct answer is Moses. You all know that. This is the Sunday of the Transfiguration, the time when Jesus goes up to the mountain, takes Peter, James, and John to pray with him, and he's transfigured before them, meaning that he's glowing. Jesus is glowing, and they see him in all his power and radiance, and they see him talking to Moses and Elijah, and it's just an awesome sight. Moses, who signifies the law, Elijah, the prophets. Jesus, greater, far surpassing the law and the prophets. Okay, actually, not just surpassing it, but fulfilling them as well, and there's a little bit of a difference there. Fulfill means to bring to completion and wholeness. So it's not like it's done away with. You pass somebody in a race like the Daytona 500 last week, and you leave them in the dust. Not a whole lot of dust down there now, but anyhow, let's get on with it. You have Moses, and so what's that all about? If he represents the law, Jesus supersedes the law? No. Remember, Jesus fulfills the law. The law. This is the second time Moses is giving, it's not technically the law, it's the Decalogue. The Decalogue meaning the 10 words or the 10 commandments. Remember the first time he took those babies down to see the people when they were, okay, remember they're wandering in the wilderness. They've left Egypt. They're still not in their homeland yet. And Moses goes up to the mountain to talk to God, and he comes back down, and he sees the golden calf that they've made out of all the stuff that they had kind of robbed the people of in Egypt. Yeah, you know that part of the story, don't you? Go back and read it. And actually, the people were so excited to get rid of the Israelites, they just gave them all this gold and silver and other stuff like that. Get out of our sight, get out of here. Anyhow, they made a golden calf out of it and started worshiping it. And Moses got so angry. What did he do? He slammed those babies right down and shattered them a million pieces. So now the people didn't have the Decalogue. So this is the second time Moses goes up to the mountain, and man, I should have used this as my Testy Tuesday. I think I'll do it right now. This is Testy Tuesday Part 2. Who wrote the 10 Commandments on the stones? Yeah, who wrote them? I'm not going to give you any answers. You tell me who did it. You say God wrote them? Yeah, you're right. Did you say Moses wrote them and inscribed them on stone? Yeah, you're right. Depends on which time. The first time it was God who did it. The second time God says, hey, you broke the first set. You write them down this time. Yeah, right. Well, and the reason this Old Testament lesson is paired up with our gospel lesson this week is the fact that God thundered up there and he spoke to Moses, and Moses' face radiated from the presence of God and all that kind of stuff. So that makes it a good pairing, along with the fact that he shows up again in the Gospel of Mark, Gospel of Matthew, Gospel of Luke, when they talk about this transfiguration event. It's such an important event. It's recorded in all 3 of those synoptic gospels. It's important. We need to pay attention to it. In fact, I think that's sort of what God tells us to do toward the end of that event. So we'll get to that come our first thoughts on a Friday. In the meantime, I got to check this out and see if there is any. There's lots of tracks, I can tell you that right now, but it's the ones on the outside that I'm more interested in to see what they're doing and what's up with that. And they're all sniffing out something way in the back there. I don't know if you can see them. Oh, wow. Well, enjoy your day and have a blessed one.